Hi everyone, welcome to another Belly Strong workout. And today's full body and cardio workout is especially designed for those of you who may be suffering from SPD or pelvic girdle pain. Now this is pain in and around the pelvis or lower back associated with pregnancy that can make certain types of workouts or exercises painful or difficult. So all of the moves today are designed to not aggravate that pain. And as someone who personally suffers from pelvic girdle pain, I've also designed this for me. Let's warm up a little bit in standing, open those legs slightly wider, and we're going to squat into a side bend. Over to the other side. Now you don't have to this workout isn't only for those with pelvic girdle pain. It's also a great general pregnancy workout. One more side bend each side. Last one. Keep those legs nice and wide and circle the hips in one direction. You should feel pulls in the inner thigh, the hip flexors, the hips to warm them up and change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into some gentle squats. Down and up. As you come up, clench the buttocks, squeeze the glutes. Pelvic girdle pain can make it difficult to move, but the less we move, the worse it gets. We want to maintain some sort of mobility because that can help with symptoms. Last one, clasp the hands forwards, push those shoulders forward and twist from side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1. From the beginning, squat, side bend. So really, we're just getting the pelvis and the body moving to make that workout a bit easier. One more each way. Wide hip circles. First circle, one direction. 2, 1, and change. 3, 2, 1. Wide squats, down and up. Push the hips forwards at the top. 2, 1. Hands forwards. Push the shoulders around them and twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let's start to get that heart rate up with some pop squats. Legs are hip distance apart. You're going to go down, pop up, back down. As you come up, you're rising up onto the toes, but both legs remain on the ground. So hopefully this is not something that aggravates any of your pain, but you should start to feel that heart rate climbing. 8, 7, 6, 5, really power up. 3, 2, 1. Shift your weight onto one side, other heel lifts, squat and up. As you can see, we're keeping this quite quick because we do want to get some cardio in here today. Again, squeezing the glute at the top. 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, heel lifted, down and up. And I'm just going to focus on my breathing for a bit. Almost there, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels lifted, a bit of a balance. Squat and up with both heels. Keeping or maintaining that elevation. You might slow down a little bit here to keep your balance. That's okay. Again, squeeze the glutes at the top. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels together, toes out. We're going to plie and pretend we're going to jump up as we come up onto the toes, trying not to lose your balance, and come down. So up, plie, up, plie. You're really squeezing your inner thighs as you come up, and as you come back down, you're rotating those thighs out, tucking the pelvis under, bracing the abs, squeezing the glutes. It's a lot to think about. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a quick breather. Grab some water if you need to. And we're going to repeat that again. Starting with those pop squats, down quickly, or down and up quickly, and pop, pop, up, up. Squeeze the glutes. Come slightly up onto those heels. Keep it going. Up, up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One heel lifted, down and up. Quick squats. This is a great modification for single leg squats, because sometimes that can be too painful for pelvic girdle pain. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, down and up. Breathe. Keep it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels slightly lifted. Squat and up. Keep those ankles parallel. Try not to let them roll out. Abs tight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last exercise in standing. Rotate those hips, tuck under with the pelvis, plie, and quick up as if you're about to take off and jump, but we never really get there. Toes remain on the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Take a couple of deep breaths in here, in and out. In and out. We're going to work the legs in a static hold here. Bring the legs out wide. Again, rotate those thighs outwards, tuck the pelvis under, settle into a wide plie, not leaning forwards, torso up, arm pushes while we hold that plie. Nice and quick with the arms. Now we're adding cardio with the upper body. Push, push. You should feel those abs working with that twist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the plie, overhead push, pull down. Imagine you're pulling down against resistance. So you're really squeezing those shoulder blades as you come back down. Legs should still be working here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms forward and back. As you come back, once again, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Keep it going. Try not to get too high. Keep some plie. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms here, rotate down and back up. As you come up, focus on opening the chest, really working these back shoulder muscles. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind head. Keep that plie. Bend down to the side and up. If you can, it's a bend with a toe touch. If you're keeping that plie nice and low, I can feel my legs whoop, fatiguing, but we're gonna go for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. I hope your legs are feeling it as much as mine are today. So just give me some hip circles here as you bring your breathing back down or calm that breathing rate. Other side. Grab a sip of water if you need to. We're moving down to the mat. So come down into an all fours position here. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Rock the pelvis forward and back. Settle into a middle neutral position. Take a nice deep breath in as you let that belly fall. And as you exhale, bring that belly up towards you. Flatten the ribs, push out of the shoulders as we activate those deep abdominals. The movement is one leg back, keep the toe on the mat, and bring it back down. And the focus here is maintaining that abdominal brace, trying not to shift from side to side. From there, we're going to add an opposite arm lift. As the arm lifts, push out of the bottom shoulder. Try not to let those ribs pop out. Leg lifts in an all fours position can often be one of those movements that provokes pain, so keeping the toes down is a way to combat that. 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, you're going to tuck one toe under. Keep that abdominal brace, push out of the shoulders, knee out and in. But once again, we keep the toes on the mat. You can see that I'm not getting very high. If I try to force it, my pelvis will start to rotate, which I don't want. I want to keep the hips facing the mat and squeeze the glutes as I lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, switch to the other side. Remember to keep those ribs flat and those abdominal muscles taut or braced. Out, squeeze the hip muscles as you lift that knee outwards. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Just release those wrists for a bit. Now, some of these deeper core exercises can seem a bit simple at times. There's not a lot of movement going on, but there's a lot happening underneath the surface to work on the stability around the belly and around the pelvis, which is what we want to do with SPD or pelvic girdle pain. We don't want to overdo things. Back into that all fours position, tuck the toes under, push out of the shoulders, lift that belly, lift the knees into a bear, and then we're pushing both hips up, downward dog for a bit of a stretch, and then come back to bear. Up and down. And as usual, slow and controlled with these movements. Although if you're faring well and you do want to add a bit of cardio, feel free to speed that up. "15 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, last move. Here, you're going to walk your hands slightly forward so that pelvis comes forward. Slight tuck under, brace the abs. You're going to push up, come up, one arm lifts, other side, down, lift. As that arm lifts, we're really focusing on some rotational stability of the core. Lift. And up. Four, 3, 2, and 1. All right, breathe. We've got a few moves to repeat. Head back into that all fours position. Remember, you can be on your fists if this is too uncomfortable for the wrists. We're going to start with that modified bird dog. Brace, leg slide, one arm up. Switch. Lower back not arching, and you're looking down into the mat so the neck is in a neutral position. 4, 3, 2, 1. One toe tucked under, lift the knee, open. keeping those hips still. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Breathe, push out of those hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those toes tucked under, or rather tuck both toes under. Brace the abs as you push up into bear, and then back into downward dog. And keep switching between those two positions. Not letting that belly cone as we come down into that bear. Keep those abs taut. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, push up, single arm lift. Bring the hips forwards, tuck the pelvis under, lower that chest to the mat, and one arm lift. Pace-wise, you can keep my pace, you can go slower or faster, as long as you're not compromising on form. 3, 2, 1. And release. Open up that chest. Swing those legs forwards. Now for this next set of exercises, you may need to prop some pillows behind you so you can lie down at an angle if you have difficulty lying flat, or you start to feel dizzy or nauseated at all. Otherwise, you can be flat on the mat if you're comfortable with that. And from here, feet are hip distance apart. Rock the pelvis back and forth. The first move is a peel. You're going to tuck the pelvis under, flatten the lower back into the mat, and lift the hips up to the ceiling as you peel the spine up off the mat, one segment or vertebra at a time, and then lay it back down in a peeling manner, with the pelvis being the last thing to hit the mat. And we go again, peel up, lift, squeeze the glutes at the top, keep the ribs flat, and lay the spine down. This is a great way to mobilize the pelvis and the lower back. And down. One more. Squeeze at the top and come down. From here, open your legs nice and wide. We're going to work on the glutes with a bridging movement. You can lift the hips straight up here. At the top, we're going to go knees in, knees out, down and up. Knees in, knees out, down and up. Really, again, squeezing those glutes at the top. So those gluteal muscles are really an important component of pelvic and core stability. So working them and getting them stronger is one thing that can help with pelvic girdle pain. 3, 2, 1. Come down, bring the feet in. We're going to do the same thing, but in the opposite direction. So we lift hips up, we open at the top, close, down and up. Open, close, down and up. Keep it in a range where you're comfortable. Sometimes overextending or lifting too high can aggravate pain, so you can keep it lower if that is the case. Down and up. Open, close, down and up. 3, 2, 1, and down. We've only got one set of those, but we are going to finish off again with some peel ups. Tuck the pelvis under, heel that spine up, lift the hips to the ceiling, and lay the spine down, one segment at a time. 2 more. Down. And last one. And down. All right, come up into a sitting position. We're going to stretch everything out and do some mobility work, which once again is an important component for treatment for pelvic girdle pain or SPD. Feet together, knees out, sit up tall. Keep that back straight as you hinge forwards, feeling a stretch into the inner thighs and into the glutes here. Breathe. It's time to calm everything back down. In and out. Open one leg to the side, and you're going to reach up and over with the opposite arm and just stretch out that torso. Turn to face that leg and keep stretching. Try to keep the knee facing the ceiling rather than turning in. All right, let's switch to the other side. One leg out. Opposite arm reaches up and over. Breathe. You don't have to overstretch or really push into these stretches. We're going to the point of stretch or point of discomfort, but not pushing into pain. And turn to face that leg. Try to keep the back relatively straight rather than completely hunched. You can bend a knee here if it's a bit easier. Four, 3, 2, 1. Let's stretch out those glutes. One leg crossed over the other, and then you're going to sit up tall until you feel that buttock stretch. Just hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Switch, other side. Really feel that pull into that glute. And final stretch for today is a frog stretch. Open those knees out as you feel an inner thigh stretch here, and you can be sitting up or you can bring your arms or elbows down to the mat. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those legs back in. Stand back up. That is your workout complete for today. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's left you feeling mobilized somehow. Check out Belly Strong for plenty more workouts for pregnancy and the postpartum period, and have a look at our website for a few more resources surrounding pelvic health. I'll see you again soon on Belly Strong.